Hello, I'm taking my train set apart, and I want to show what it looks like pulling up some of the kind of the plaster pieces. So this is where the train track was, kind of where that white piece is. The cat's kind of there now, but some of this I can just pull out. I put newspaper under it so it didn't really stick to the plywood intentionally, because I knew I would be taking this apart someday and wanted to keep the plywood clean, so I could actually reuse the plywood. So you can see it looks like it actually did its job, and so it's kind of coming off pretty easily. So it kind of rips up and is kind of attached to the side. Not necessarily real strong. There's some of my kind of the bench work, just with how this elevated the track and the wood was used, and I also had styrofoam, and then it went basically down to the plywood. Here's another piece. You can kind of see some of what was used to create the mold underneath. I did have some pieces of scrap plywood and filled it in with styrofoam, and then I would cover it with wet paper towels and newspaper, so kind of got some contours. And then after that I would start putting the plaster down, and once the plaster would dry, I would form the plaster if I wanted that to look like, grass or rocks, and then I'd start painting it. So you can see it's coming apart pretty nicely. I think that's nicely. It actually looks pretty messy.